First and foremost, how are you?
No, I'm doing well. Yeah, no, thanks for asking. It's been a mad week or so, but yeah, I've had the all clear yesterday, and I'm all good moving forward.
So talk us through the day itself and just how surreal it must have been. Was there a moment in those first 10 minutes when you felt, oh, I'm feeling a bit odd here?
No, not at all. It's quite funny, really. I didn't feel anything at all. You know, obviously, I had a great chance with the header, and I got a little bit excited from that, thinking I'd scored at Wembley. But no, after that, just nothing. I was just running back. I think you can see on the there's a bit of footage on it, but I was running backwards and went really lightheaded, and legs went really weak straight away, and remember stumbling backwards then. And then after that, I just remember the medics on top of me. So from then, it was kind of like, wow, how did I end up on the floor? Yeah, they were saying you're coming off, and you know, as soon as I came round, I was fine. He said, oh, you're coming off, you've collapsed. I was like, no, I'm fine. And then I was like, oh, why am I on the floor? So that's when it realised, you know, then I was just kind of, the emotions all went. I started crying on the pitch. It was a weird feeling. Obviously, looking back now, I know I didn't, but I felt like I'd let the team down, I'd let the boys down. So yeah, I just couldn't stop crying coming off that pitch. But yeah, I think it was a lot worse for everyone else watching. I've watched it back now, and it's not a nice watch for myself, obviously, knowing I'm okay. So for everyone else watching and my family watching, it was probably a hard watch. But to be honest with you, I felt like I could probably walked off the pitch. But yeah, obviously the medics have done their jobs, and I can't thank them enough.
So you accepted it was the end, or were you fine and said, "Look, I'm fine, I can play on. This is
yes,
a playoff final."
So instantly he said, "Are you coming off?" I was like, "No, I'm fine." Yeah. And then I was like, "Why am I on the floor?" Yeah. And that's when it hit me. You know, I'm probably not going to be able to carry on here, and that's when all the emotions and that's when it all kicked in.
The journey to the hospital must have been pretty emotional as well. Do you recall much of that?
Yeah, so instantly we went down to the medical centre in Wembley, and they were fantastic, looked after me, and yeah, it was quite weird really. We couldn't hear a cheer or anything, but someone came running in saying, Jordan Clark's just scored. So that was a nice little lift. So I was really buzzing with then. Started crying when I heard that again. I just stopped, started crying again. And then the club secretary came down, and he brought my phone, and I started watching the game on Sky Go from the hospital bed then. And you know, like I said, I never really felt in any danger. I never felt it was life-threatening or anything like that. I always felt okay. So for me, it was just about trying to watch the game as best I could.
Was there any moment when the doctors came in and said, "Mr. Lockyer, I don't think you should be watching this penalty shootout. It's not great for your heart"?
No. I think we were quite lucky. So they knew straight away what it was, and it wasn't life-threatening. It was an atrial flutter, which is basically the heart just irregular heartbeats. So it just wasn't responding how a heart should respond in them situations, and yeah, it's probably the least severe heart condition you could have for what could happen. And I had a little procedure on Wednesday to correct that, and it should never happen again. But yeah, it was a long 5 days in hospital. It was a long 5 days in hospital. It would have been even longer if we didn't win, of course. But yeah, it was a long 5 days in hospital, and when you've got that time in the hospital bed on your own, you run through all sorts of scenarios in your head. I know they've said it's good, but will I be able to play again? Will I be the same player? I'm out of contract in the summer. Will I be able to get a new contract? You know, all these sorts of things run through your head. So to finally have the all clear and be able to sit here and do this interview with yourself is amazing news for myself.